Alright, the next part here is selective precipitates. This is all about adding certain chemicals or ions to certain chemicals to produce precipitates to separate things, to get a solid to actually separate certain things out of a solution and to keep certain things in a solution. This is actually quite common. We use it here in Saskatchewan a lot. The big thing is in potash mining. Because we want the potassium, we actually disassociate it and get it out of its ore form because it's mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. We dissolve it and then we'll add a precipitate to it to get the potassium out of it, and then we can actually use that and mine it and sell it to China. So what we do now is we set up this little chart here. This is our chart. So we're going to mix a bunch of ions together and we're going to see what it's going to give us. We add precipitate, we add PPT for precipitate, and solubility if it's soluble, SOL. Okay, so if it's a precipitate, we put the PPT and then the SOL. So you once again go back to your solubility of common compounds in water. If you guys want, pause it right now and try this on your own. Okay, you should be able to do this on your own and then double check your answers. All right. So if you do it, here's what you should get. You should get for copper and silver, or sorry, for silver, if you go up and down, for silver, you're going to get, all of them are going to be precipitates. For copper, the only one that isn't going to be is copper chloride. Now, you have to be careful. If you look on the chart, if you're thinking, well, chloride and copper bond, it should be a precipitate. It's actually not. That's copper 1. And you're dealing with here on the chart copper 2. It's two different things, okay? These ions react differently. So there's copper 1, there's copper 2. So you have to be careful. That's why I've circled it here. It's got to be a soluble, okay? It's not a precipitate. And then finally for manganese, they're all going to be, or magnesium, sorry, they're all going to be, the first two will be a soluble, then a precipitate. So go back, double check that. This part here is just going over how to tell what will be a precipitate and what will be a solid. It's all about using your chart. I'm going to post something on Schoology for you guys. It'll explain how we use them to actually mine potassium. It is a big deal here in the province. It is a driving factor of our economy, so it is a good thing to know. It tends to even rear its ugly head on the final, so make sure you read it over. I won't have any questions about it on the test, but just make sure you know it. Alright.